to be doing a huge drugstore haul. I haven't done one of these in so long, and I've already been trying out quite a bit of the products. I actually have a lot of them on my face today to share with you, and I'll probably be doing more reviews, maybe tutorials on these pieces in the near future. I would love for you to tell me down below what you're really looking forward to seeing. So let's just go right ahead and get into it, because this is probably going to be a long video. I have this whole big bag of makeup that I'm just going to go one by one through with you. It might not be in any sort of order. I have things from L'Oreal, Flower Beauty, CoverGirl, probably a few more thrown in there too. So I don't have anything from Milani yet. I was supposed to receive a box from them with some of their new products. It hasn't come in the mail yet, so I'll have to show you that at a later time. And if there's, I know I have a few things from Physicians Formula too, but if there's anything you really want me to try out or get my opinion to share with you guys, let me know. So the first thing I want to share is this CoverGirl So Lashy Blast Pro Mascara. This is the wand. It's a little crazy and funky. I'm not gonna lie, the wand intimidated me a bit initially, because I don't usually like spiky plastic bristle wands like this. I like natural hair wands for mascara, but so far so good with this mascara. I do have it on today. It doesn't weigh my lashes down, which is always a big plus for me. And this is the extreme black variety, which I agree with that. It's really nice and black, deep black, and I love that for my lashes. So thoughts on this so far: it hasn't smudged on me, which is great. It does lengthen and separate my lashes. It does give a little volume and curl, but nothing extreme. But so far, I really do like it. Let me show you the wand. I don't really like to use the little ball at the end of this wand though, because that can sometimes poke me in the eye. But it's a very unique shape, and so far it's doing a good job. I usually really do like CoverGirl mascaras for the most part, so this one gets an A. Next I have some lashes, and I can't really apply lashes very easily right now with my hands still healing, so I will wear these in the near future. They are the Lash Couture Faux Mink collection from Kiss, and I have the Gala and the Midnight, and they are so fluttery and very layered, and they look so beautiful. So I am very excited to try these out. The band doesn't look super thin where it's going to be too flexible, but it's not very thick either, which I really like. And I did find these at Walgreens. This palette I just recently found at Target. It actually is very hard to find in my area. I know that Tati reviewed this, Glam Life Guru. A few other of my favorites here on YouTube said that they loved this palette. I did wear it today. Only one of the shades, this more kind of coppery pink shade right here, on my lid, and I did wear it dry at first. It was a little bit darker than I was hoping, not as metallic, so then I wet my brush and used it, and I liked it a bit more. So I think the colors in here are very pretty. I especially like the more metallic shades. So this pink shade right here is not my favorite of the whole palette, but the metallics that I've swatched and used so far I really do like. I will make sure to insert some close-up swatches for you. I'm really excited to try this green shade especially. It looks so beautiful, and like I said, I've heard good things about this already and can't wait to use it some more. I also picked up the Physician Formula Butter Blushes. I picked up both shades. They are in Plum Rose and Natural Glow. Natural Glow is definitely more of a blush topper. I can build it up to be dark enough for me as a blush because I'm so fair, but I couldn't see this working for many other complexions. The Plum Rose, another one that needs probably a little more building up for a darker complexion. For me, it works so beautifully and I absolutely love the shade, but I can't say that it would work for everyone. They smell so good, just like the butter bronzer. You guys know I was obsessed with that last year. Not only did I love the smell, but I love how the butter bronzer blended and looked on my skin. So I think Physician Formula, their packaging is a little bulky, but I think that this is really pretty. I like the coloring on these blushes. It's very tropical looking. And it has like a very weird brush on the bottom, and it has a mirror as well on the bottom. The brush is like a sponge, which I don't know why they would do that when it's a blush. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. But this is the more rosy one. I will make sure to do swatches for you guys, but so far I'm really enjoying them, but I could see others not so much enjoying them because they don't want something that is so fair in coloring. They want something more pigmented. I do think Physician Formula needs to step it up when it comes to making products for deeper complexions, but these I am gonna keep and enjoy. All right, I have two different sponges. One I have tried, I used it today, and one I have not. This one is from Flower Beauty, and they're actually a very similar shape. I'm gonna take this one out. This one is the L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible Foundation Blender, and the Flower Beauty one is just called the 3-in-1 Blending Sponge. So let me show you the shape of the L'Oreal one. The L'Oreal one might seem a little chubbier because I did completely run it under the water and get it nice and puffy and saturated, and it's a little dirty because I did use it today. I really liked it. The L'Oreal one is super soft. It's not the same material as a beauty blender. I wouldn't compare it to that, but I do think that it applied my makeup absolutely beautiful today. I actually really liked it for under eye. It did a really good job under my eyes, and I even used the bottom to set my under eye with powder. So I actually like using damp beauty blenders or sponges to set my under eyes. So this sponge, so far I'm really liking it and will continue to use it. But as you can see, they both have that kind of pointed top part and a chubbier flat bottom, and then the middle is a little bit more cinched in, probably just to be able to hold it in your hand a little bit easier. I use the pointed side for my under concealer and to roll on my foundation, and like I said, I use the bottom to apply some of my powder. However, I could see it being really useful for foundation too. So I am really liking this one, and I will get back to you on how I like the Flower Beauty one in a upcoming video. Revlon just came out with these balms. These are called the Revlon Kiss Balms, lasting hydration, and they have natural fruit oils with SPF 20. I have two shades. Of course, I got the peachy shade. I absolutely love this one. It's called Juicy Peach, and this one is in the shade Berry Burst. I think I saw this on my friend Carrie and really liked it, so that's why I ended up picking this one up too. So I've heard mixed reviews on these. Some people love them, some people hate them. You really have to go in knowing that they are a balm. They're not going to be super saturated with color, and they are not the most hydrating, but I just really like them still. I love the peachy smell of this one. I'm sure this one smells really good too. Let's see. I have not tried this one. Yeah, it has a really nice berry scent to it, and it has a very nice, just very soft flush of color to them. And the reason I like that is for everyday use. It's in my purse. I'll grab it, put it on when I'm wearing natural makeup. Even when I'm not wearing natural makeup, maybe I'm just tired of wearing like a matte lipstick that day and want to throw some hydration on. These I really enjoy. So if you can find them on sale, I think that that would be your best bet. And I will definitely get some great use out of these. I have a bunch of these new L'Oreal Infallible paints. They are a marker kind of style eyeliner, and I have used it in Black Party, and I've also used it in the white shade. Yeah, you heard me right, the white shade. So these are liquid liners, obviously. The reason I like them a lot is because the color is nice and intense, especially the black. So far, I really enjoyed it. And I used it today. You can get really close to your lash line and get it nice and thin, and I love that. It doesn't flake on me. I haven't had an issue with them at all, and usually I like a felt tip. This is, like I said, more of a marker tip, so I'm sure that it probably won't last me as long as my felt tip ones. I've only been using it for a little while, so I can't speak to it drying out, like how long it will be till it dries out. Like I said, I did use the white. I actually used it on the bottom real tight on my lashes to give some brightness to my eyes, and it worked really well. It's not going to last all day in the waterline, so you don't want to use it there, but I just did it right against my lashes. And then there's also this color, Vivid Aqua. Aren't these so pretty and fun? And then I used the black. So far so good with these. So we have Black Party, White Party, Electric Blue, Vivid Aqua, Intrepid Teal, and Wild Green. Another product from L'Oreal, and they did send me this one, but I purchased one as well, and it's actually back at Mama B's house, and I've been using it quite a bit lately. It's the L'Oreal Micellar Cleansing Water. This one is the Complete Cleanser, and it says removes even waterproof makeup. The one that I had, I believe, is just for normal skin types. It's not waterproof, not the waterproof version. So this one might be different because it does look like it has a separation, and the one that I have does not. But I absolutely love it. I think it removes makeup beautifully. It removes my mascara really well. I just use like a cotton pad and kind of holds it on my eye and it removes instantly. So far so good with this. Does it beat my Garnier? Not sure yet, but it's compatible. It's comparable. So I'm gonna continue to use it. These bottles are huge. You will get so much use out of this too, which I really appreciate. Wet n Wild has come out with a bunch of products lately. The complexion ones were the things that I was most interested in. So I picked up the Photo Focus foundation in Nude Ivory, and I'm pretty fair. I have it on today, and this matches me pretty well. It might be a teeny bit light, but I just kind of use the powder, which is a little bit deeper, to make it the right skin tone for me. And what I do like about this too is that it says right on the bottle if it's neutral, warm, or cool toned. This one happens to be neutral because I am more neutral. And there are a bunch of shades, which is great. Also, what's great about this is that it's super affordable. I believe it was $5.99. So the applicator is a little different. It has more of a spatula. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to probably do a full review on this foundation and the powder so you guys can see my foundation routine, see how it covers and how well it does. Really, so far I am enjoying it. The only thing I don't like is the scent. It smells kind of like paint. Lip Gloss Leslie, shout out to her because she also mentioned that, and I honestly started laughing when I heard her say that because I thought the same exact thing. So both of these in combination with each other has looked so flawless and beautiful on my skin. This is also the Photo Focus line from Wet n Wild, and I'm in the shade Neutral Beige 823C. And yeah, I really have just been using this to brush on and set my makeup. Not really a full coverage powder, it's more of like a setting powder, and I'm enjoying it. One other product by Wet n Wild that I've been trying out is this Mega Cushion Highlight, and it's in the shade Who's That Pearl? And it is a liquid highlight that is in a cushion, so kind of like the cushion foundations, but a highlight instead. Packaging has this kind of creepy girl on it. I don't know, I think she's kind of creepy, but maybe other people think she's really cute. And it does have this little like plastic insert to keep everything nice and compact. And it's pretty, but it is not magical to me. Like, it doesn't wow me like the Cover FX drops do or other highlights do. So it's not something that I feel like you need to run out and get. It is pretty layered under another powder highlight, but I like to glow for the gods, as some say. Who says that? Someone says I like to glow for the gods. But I like to be bam highlight in your face like this one right here. Unless I'm looking for like a very natural dewy look, I would maybe go with this. So if that's your thing, you like cream highlights, you might really enjoy this from the drugstore. Just not my favorite. Speaking of glow, this new L'Oreal, I believe it's new, this is a brightening primer, and it's from the Visible Lift line, which I have really loved that line in the past. I love that concealer. I've used that up in the past. This is really pretty. It says 24-hour hydration. I'm not dry skin, so I can't tell you if that will really last 24 hours on you. It is very like, it makes your foundation a little bit more hydrated and dewy, which I am a little bit more normal to oily, so it's a little bit much for me. I can see continually using this in the winter. I say winter loosely here in Arizona. It's never really winter. It's maybe the lowest we've gotten right now is in the 50s. So I can't say it's the best for my skin type. So if you're normal to oily, you might enjoy this if you like a more dewy, hydrated complexion, which is what it's for. So I did enjoy how it feels on my skin, and I do feel that it's a nice primer. It's just not one I'll gravitate towards all the time. Okay, I have a bunch of Flower Beauty. If you don't know what Flower Beauty is, I think they've been talked about a little bit more here on YouTube now. Drew Barrymore is behind the line, and it's all sold at Walmart, so that's where you can find it. First thing I tried out with them is the In Your Prime Eye Primer. And this reminds me a lot of the Urban Decay eye primer. It works very well for me. It doesn't crease. It is pretty long wearing. I don't feel that it makes my shadow pigment pop as much as an Urban Decay or my NARS eye primer does, but it does make my eyeshadow last longer. So depending on what you're looking for your eye primer would depend on if you're going to try this. But overall, I do think it's good for the drugstore. It's one of the best I've tried from the drugstore. So I have 4 blushes to share with you, and these are so pretty. They have a flower pattern on them, very kind of reminiscent of the Milani flower blushes. And these are a powder blush. They are soft satin blend, and I really agree with that they're very blendable and pigmented. This one is called Peach Primrose. I also have Sweet Pea, Warm Hibiscus, which is on my cheeks today. This is the only one I have that has a little bit of a glow to it. And then this one I have not tried because it's so bright. I think this is one I'll end up giving to a friend. It's called Wild Rose, but I will swatch it for you guys. Absolutely beautiful formula. I have really enjoyed these, and I love the rose gold's metallic packaging of everything from Flower Beauty. Yeah, I think it's really nice for drugstore prices, for sure. Peach Primrose, Sweet Pea, Warm Hibiscus, Wild Rose. Look at all this Flower Beauty I got going on for you guys. So I think I might end up doing a separate review regarding these products, because swatching these and talking to you about them will take quite a long time, but I think they're worth a whole nother video. So I have 2 of their face powder palettes. These are called the Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. This is the medium to deep, and then I also have the light variety. The medium to deep has a more goldeny highlight, a warmer blush, and obviously a deeper bronzer as well. These are beautiful sets. I absolutely love the bronzer and highlight in these. The blush, I use the light set. My bronzer just kind of broke a little, so I'm being really gentle with this. I used this bronzer today and this highlight for my cheeks. I'll show you the blush I used. I just told you was one of those flower blushes. This blush is a little too bright for me. I'm not a big bright pink fan, but I know that it will look very natural and beautiful on so many skin tones, so I understand why they use that shade. These are just so blendable, creamy, beautiful. I love them. I love how compact the packaging is, and on the front there is this beautiful foiled like rose gold flower pattern on it. So pretty. There's also the Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette. This has 3 beautiful highlights. Oh my gosh, you guys, when you see these swatched, you are gonna just fall over. They are so beautiful. So there is a more yellow tones golden highlight. Then you have a more rosy pink rose gold kind of coloring. And then we have this really nice light, almost champagne color. That is kind of like the one that's in the other palette that I have on right now, very similar. It does come with the brush as well, and I would use this brush. It's really nice. With their eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to show you next, they also include a brush, and I've used the brush in those and really enjoy them as well. 4 eyeshadow palettes to show you guys. Now Flower Beauty did send me these. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. I think I'm going to end up doing a full review and swatch video on all the Flower Beauty products that I have, so you guys can get a really good feel for it. Maybe even do a tutorial with one of these palettes if you're interested, but I am just going to go ahead and show you them right now. This first one is the Cool Naturals. And like I said, it does come with this crease brush. I feel like it's a more detailed, fluffy brush. Not as good for blending out shadow. I do use a different brush for that. And as you can see, these are so beautiful. You have such a great range of cool tones here. As for matte shades in this, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes. There are a few satins and shimmers as well. So pretty. Next we have Intense Naturals. This has a little bit more of a range of shades. You have a few warms, then you have some cools. These are so pretty. I have not used this palette specifically, so I can't wait to use that one. Next, unfortunately, one of the shades did shatter on me in transition to me. It was like a really beautiful light lilac shade, so that is missing in the corner here. But this one is called Warm Natural. And this has more of like pinky tones to it and purple tones to it. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. This one I have used, and I do have a few shades actually in my crease today using this palette, and you'll probably see why in a second. Golden Natural is this one. You guys know I love my warm coppery and golden tones like this. So pretty. So far, I'm really enjoying how they blend and perform for me. They swatch amazing. So I will continue to use these palettes and do a full review on them very soon for you. L'Oreal came out with a lot of awesome new products, guys. So this is the Infallible Total Cover Full Coverage Weightless Feel Foundation. I'm in the shade 301. I have not tried this. I just purchased this myself at Target the other day. So I'll have to get back to you on this. I've, again, heard very mixed reviews. Maybe I'll do a full separate review on this foundation for you guys. Then I also have the L'Oreal Infallible Paints eyeshadow. How come I haven't tried this yet? It's called Nude Fishnet is the shade, and there's two sides here. This totally got lost in the mix. I can't wait to try this. So one side is a completely nude matte kind of shadow. Really would be great as a base. The other side is a more metallic nude. Oh yeah, you can see that metallic in camera there. Huh. I can't speak to these yet, but the formula seems really nice. Very moussey texture to it, and I know that there's a bunch of other shades, so I'll make sure to link that down below for you. I also have some new lip products from L'Oreal. These are the Infallible Paints. I actually have one on my lips right now in the shade 314. Spicy Blush is the shade. So you would think this is a squeezy too, but they surprised me, because it's actually a doe foot applicator. It actually has like one of those little ledges on the doe foot, so it holds the product and applies it so easy. This does have a slight scent, but it's not very strong. I say that because L'Oreal lipsticks can sometimes be very fragrant. These are not. These are super pigmented, absolutely beautiful. I think I'm going to do a lip swatch video because I have a few other shades that they sent me of these, and I really think that they are so fun and beautiful. So maybe I'll do a quick lip swatch video, but they are very, very pigmented. They have some crazy funky shades as well as some really beautiful like regular shades. Like this hot pink I think is very wearable. This nude obviously is super wearable. Even this like this one's called Sultry Sangria. The hot pink is called Fearless Fuchsia. These two purples though are like some wild and crazy colors, but I like that they came out with something like that. I know NYX does that too, but really no one else does that at the drugstore. It's kind of comparable to me as Makeup Forever's kind of wild and crazy colors. The lilac is called Lilac Lust, and the purple is Violet Twist. So these are so much fun. I can't wait to try the other shades. I also picked up the Maybelline Baby Lips. I got them in two shades. The first shade, let's see here, is called Blush Burst. It's this pinky nude shade. This more brown tone nude is called Toasted Taupe. So I have mixed feelings about these. I feel like the pigment is really nice. It's definitely more pigmented than your typical baby lips are. They definitely come with a bunch of product, and they are semi-hydrating. The taste of these is so ridiculously strong, like tastes like fragrance, and I'm really not a fan of that. So that makes me dislike these, and they do go on a bit patchy. So I know some people have raved about these on YouTube, but I'm not too thrilled with them. Another thing I wasn't too thrilled about that a lot of people like are the Wet n Wild liquid lipsticks. Not a fan. They had a very fragrant taste to them. They wore off horribly, like in the inner part of my lip instead of all evenly. And they also were really drying on me, but I will say that those babies took a lot of energy to get off my lips if I wasn't eating or drinking. So it's kind of a toss-up. I was not a fan though. I returned that already. So the liquid lipstick that I did appreciate though at the drugstore that's brand new is the Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Colors. And I have just one shade. This one is Tiramisu number 7. These are a beautiful formula. I really like this shade. They smell like cupcakes. Look at that shade. Isn't that beautiful? And they are a little bit liquidy, a little bit moussey. Probably more on the liquidy side, to be honest. But they stay really well on me. They don't dry my lips out too quickly, and I like the smell. They don't have any kind of funky taste. And yeah, they're really affordable. I think they're like $1.99 or $2.99. very reasonable if you're looking to try out some new fun colors and new liquid lipstick at the drugstore. I also want to quickly show you some Physician Formula products that they sent to me recently. I know this specifically came out last year, so it's not completely brand new. This is the Mineral Wear Cushion Foundation. Another one that I could do a separate foundation review on if you'd like me to. I am in the shade Light. The only other cushion foundation I've tried is from L'Oreal, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm very interested in this. It has SPF 50, which really draws me in. So I will make sure to test that out and let you know about it. They also sent their shimmer strips. These are like very metallic, disco-y kind of shades. And the packaging is so beautiful. They also sent me their new Argan Wear Ultra Nourishing Argan Lip Oil Duo. These are so fun. I love the packaging. The payoff for color is not there at all. They are hydrating, however, and I do kind of like how they smell. So I am going to use them, but if you're looking to get any kind of color payoff, pretty much could just put some coconut or argan oil on your lips and you'd be good to go if you're thinking about that. They also sent this Argan Wear Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Mascara, which I've yet to try. Beautiful packaging again, though. And then this I'm a little scared of because it's such a very thick marker. It is the Ultra Nourishing Argan Oil Kohl Kajal eyeliner. And this is something I would probably only use if I was going to do a smoky eye because I usually like a very tight, thin eyeliner, liquid eyeliner. So I'll have to give this a try in the very near future though. I've heard mixed reviews, but again, the packaging's got me. So that is it for my drugstore haul. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the products. I will make sure to list everything down below, even though it'll probably take forever, but that's how much I love you, and I hope that you will use them and appreciate them. I love you all so much, and again, please comment down below. Tell me what you want to see first. Do you want to see a foundation review on one of those foundations I mentioned? The lip swatch video? Do you want to see reviews on any of the products? The Flower Beauty products? I'm really excited to start incorporating more drugstore beauty products here on my channel, so please let me know, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!